2K basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Rico. You're watching 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Taking a look, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. Tonight, we'll get to see James Harden. We know how he can dominate, how he can be on offense. And Kenny, a lot of that has to do with his ability to get to the free throw line.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. They were dominated last year. Not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game one tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston, Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Clint Capella is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Green in at the 3. And Clark with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us. What can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long, long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body. Right. Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
Wow, he got whacked on that, but shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Free throw drops for Green. And both free throws good for Green.
You know, in recent years, the Rockets have not lacked for critics. I mean, they're a jump shooting team. They're a bean counting front office. A coach whose teams don't defend. Last season, I think, silenced a lot of those critics.
It's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
Full 24-second shot clock. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's McGee, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening. The free throw off from McGee.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Los Angeles with another
The fuck, man?
Rockets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Harden. That's tipped, but he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Green. His last outing, he had 8 points. Harden surveying the D. Shoots over Ingram. That one off the back iron and out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Got that one up quick. James has got 7 points.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Now here's Harden. A 38-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find. And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Harden is a smart player. I mean, when the defense isn't right on him, he makes them pay. Love seeing him shoot that pull-up. Nice.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by the Lakers. Capella, it's tipped.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Los Angeles?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. They actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Nice shot by James.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. And Tucker has it in the corner. Tries again. And Green with the lay-in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Tucker. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5. Capella kicks to Green. No good on the triple. Lakers leading by 5. Passes it to Ball. Over Paul. A second chance effort. And Capella sends it back.
And every season, Capella has improved as a shot blocker. Timing, awareness, recognition. He's really good at erasing shot attempts.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Here's Paul. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. And the dunk by Capella.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love it.
Lakers shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. And Chris Paul still looking for his first title. This Rockets team represents his best shot, Clark, but last year they couldn't quite get it done.
Well, the big reason for that, Kevin, was the fact that Chris Paul was unable to play in Games 6 and 7 against Golden State. He was so instrumental in key moments throughout that series. Had they had him in Game 6 and 7, I think they very well could have been playing for a championship last year.
Now here is McGee. He had 19 points in the win against Portland.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now here's Paul. After LeBron James's miss, Paul passes to Tucker. Buries it from 3-point range. Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lakers leading by 4. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by Tucker.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Ball with the ball. 7 points in the game. Ball with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. We're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves. Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Lakers leading by 5 to the inside. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. The drive by Green misses from short range. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now. It does. Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Los Angeles.
And when you're riding on the upper end of the conference like these guys are, you usually have an excellent distribution of how and where you get your points. And these guys have a very effective offense, getting it done inside, outside, and from mid-range as well.
Lakers leading by 8. There's the pass to Kuzma. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Fareed.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Rivers. The Lakers with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when you space and stretch them like that.
And so he makes both from the line.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Rivers kicks to Shumpert. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drives and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. .130 left to play in the first. Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Gordon kicks to Shumpert. Back to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Rivers. 9 points last game. Six to shoot. Here's Gordon. Tries again, and the layup is good.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Good on the bucket. Kuzma's got 19 points.
Yeah, but he's been flat out phenomenal. Superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Shumpert. He's looking for Rivers and finds him. Gordon outside. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Rondo passes to Kuzma, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And here's Gordon from outside. It could go, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
Forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
Hart is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Muscala in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Rondo finds Muscala over Nene. Bank shot.
That's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. I don't know how he missed that layup.
And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul. Houston on D. They trail by 9 points. Kuzma can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Rivers against Rondo. Lets the three fly. Rivers can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Kuzma. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
And Eric Gordon, Clark, such a terrific tag team partner for Paul and Harden on the perimeter.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, he provides spacing with the deep range he has. Very efficient shot, not much wasted motion. He can attack closeouts off the dribble, and he gets to that basket and finishes aggressively. His strength very much at work when he does his damage.
Nene outside. He kicks to Fareed. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Rivers. Got a hand on it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Nene dishes to Rivers. It's stolen by Muscala. Feeds to Rondo. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. He gets that one. Here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now a timeout called by Houston. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
And James Harden taking home the MVP award in 2018, and Clark, well-deserved.
It sure was, Kevin. A career marking scoring a league-high 30 points a game. The first player ever to drop 60 points as part of a triple-double. It certainly was his year.
LeBron passes to Caldwell-Pope, and he can't bank that one in. Rockets trail by 11. There's Gordon with the three. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over for Reed. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harden kicks to Rivers. Capella, the pass to Harden. Count that one. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Bullock missing. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Harden's shot is off.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Gerald Green comes in for Eric Gordon. And Paul subbed in for Rivers.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Harden finds Paul. Back to Harden. Here's Tucker. Bangs home the trifecta. Tucker's got 6 points.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Harden dishes to Tucker. Here's Capella. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Lakers leading by 9. Rondo kicks to Muscala. Shoots over Capella. Rebounded by Tucker.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Green missing.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and I'll tell you what, they got very lucky.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Houston working now with the new shot clock. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
He's so good at making the defense feel and look helpless, even when they're right on him. Harden finds a way to make defenders look silly at times.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Tucker. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 11. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range. LA's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's driving inside, he's looking for the punch.
So it's the Rockets now. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Paul. There's the 3. Harden's shot is off.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
James, the pass to Muscala. Count it. Muscala's got 14 points.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
To stop the run. And Paul with the basket on the assist from Capella. He's got 10.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Mike Muscala. And Stevenson comes in for Reggie Bullock. Ingram, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Paul outside. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
His ability to create is a big part of what makes LeBron so effective, that there's no way to defend him in the open floor. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Lakers last season hoped to compete, but that wasn't the case, Clark, as we saw. They'll look to do better this season.
Well, you look at last season, ended the year 11th in the West, learned about the direction they'll grow as a team, and played at a very high pace, and I can expect Showtime to be back in full swing this season and in the coming seasons.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The shot's good from McGee.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Harden, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Stevenson with it. He's picked up by Paul. And that one's good by Stevenson.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
Ingram against Harden. Pass to Capella. Back to Harden. Poked away. Stolen by Ball. To the paint. Shoots it up. Again, Los Angeles.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Harden outside. 1:36 left here in the second. Paul with the steal. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green slapping it down.
Whenever CP3 gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He loves initiating the break.
Here's LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 19 points for LeBron.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Paul's been on attack all night, and he's capable of taking over games with his scoring. We know about his passing, but he can get it done with his scoring, too.
And they pick up 2. McGee's got 8 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Down low, James. Makes it off the glass. James has got 21.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Harden's shot is off.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
The shot's good from McGee.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Ingram against Harden. The Rockets with another miss. And so it's Los Angeles with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kyle Kuzma had no problems getting going. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
So on the floor for Houston, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Gerald Green out there with PJ Tucker, and it's Capella and at the pivots manning the middle.
Take a look at the Rockets offense, and they've become lean and mean. Very few mid-range shots, no long twos. It's all threes and points in the paint. They keep their menu tight, and it works for them.
You talked about the Rockets' focus offensively. It's all on Harden and Chris Paul.
Yeah, they're the main shot creators for that offense. Everybody else better be happy spotting up, setting picks and rolling, and scoring in transition. The Beard and CP are going to have the ball in their hands most of the time.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the dunk by Capella. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Huber had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Capella. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. McGee's got 12.
Good vision that time by Paul. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Here's Paul, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, it's funny, guys. I'm still not sure that Chris Paul gets enough credit for just how special he is as a player. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, very few players in league history have been able to impact the game at both ends of the floor at his elite level.
And you look at Chris Paul's numbers, they stack up to any point guard that's ever played the game. Clark, what do you think is the most underrated part of Chris Paul's game?
Well, I would think it would be his defense and his perimeter shooting. I don't think he gets the credit for being the perimeter shooter he is, but defense would stand out to me. You know, James Harden, leading isolation scorer in the league for the last 3 years plus. He's taken it to a whole new level, almost 12 points a game in isolation in 2018, and his efficiency, the best in the game, is off the charts.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Isolation, one-on-one basketball has lost favor league-wide, but Harden flips that logic on its head.
Yeah, it can still be a little frustrating to watch at times, Kevin, but it reminds me a bit of the way that Steph Curry changed the definition of a good shot, his deep range and marksmanship from long distance. Now more and more players are shooting it from that deep. Harden is changing the definition of a good possession because he's just so talented at making the toughest shots look easy.
Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 12 points for Brandon Ingram.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg. They've allowed from point.
See LeBron James, like, damn.
Fareed's checked in for Houston. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Harden.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
Ball finds Green. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 14 points for the game.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
And Harden with the stuff.
And showing a good nose for the ball there, picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Well, excellent defensive instincts. I mean, he knows exactly when to strike on this end.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating the whole game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ingram wide open again, Los Angeles.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. Harden outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
The shot's good from McGee.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Another miss by Harden. Los Angeles leading by 23. And McGee kicks to LeBron. Over Green. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by McGee. That's 28 points for LeBron. Rockets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Harden has a wide open look. Another miss by Harden.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, I tell you, he's so good at scoring in a lot of different ways. Kuzma enjoys showing off the full repertoire of his game.
To the paint, here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
The shot's good from McGee.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
The kick out to Fareed. To the right side. Harden outside. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And that one's good. Ingram's got 16 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Paul looking around. Harden against Ingram. Harden, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open look.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Green in the post, guarded by McGee. Ingram against Harden. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harden's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive man. Player, so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
James kicks the ball. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's McGee. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Spotting up and knocking it down. Ingram with the sweet touch.
Rocket shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Paul passes to Harden.
And Harden has the ultimate green light. I mean, it's uber green, including launching from outside of the state.
Here's James. And that one goes long. Houston's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. The 3 from Harden. Rockets keep it going with the new 24-second clock. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 18 points for Clint Capella.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
The Rockets shooting 43% from the floor. Harden against Ingram. Harden, that's good.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Here's McGee. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by McGee. McGee's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Harden. From past the arc. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, just not easy trying to stop James. Lightning quick and superb at finishing while taking the contact.
Passes it to Green. Off target from outside. LA has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. It's stolen by Green. Harden outside. McGee with the block. And here is James. 32 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Muscala, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for LeBron. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Up top, Rivers. Guarded by Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gordon. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Got a piece of it. Now Shumpert. Dishes it to Fareed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fareed's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This is Fareed's bread and butter now. He finishes inside because he stays within himself.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Gordon. Latrey buries it from 3-point range. Gordon's got 7.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Shumpert dishes to Gordon. And Fareed has it in the corner. Outside Shumpert. Shoots over Kuzma. Shumpert, no good. Los Angeles has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And that one is good. Kuzma's got 38 points.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
That's a 2 from Gordon. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
Count the basket.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Mike Muscala out there with Chandler, and it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Eric Gordon on the wing. No one near him. House the pass to Gordon. Over Stevenson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
When you're guarding Gordon, you've got to be careful. He excels at drawing fouls and playing through contact.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. I mean, he has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
Rivers with it. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Shumpert against Caldwell Pope. Here's Rivers. Another miss by Houston. And Gordon, also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency, a great fit on the Rockets.
You know, he's got that low set shot release, and he gets it off with great volume, and one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
For 3, Caldwell Pope, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. On the wing, Gordon. Hits the jumper in space. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Here's Rondo. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, I think that was clearly a 4. He's a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Here's Rivers right through the D for the layup.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA to a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Rockets. Hartenstein's checked in, and it's good. 2 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Nene slams it in.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Muscala finds Stevenson. Offline with his 3. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. House. Kept alive by Houston.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
The pass to Hartenstein. Buries it from 3-point range.
And you know what? It's important for big men to be able to shoot from deep in today's game. And shot selection important. Good shot selection there.
Chandler's shot, good. Mark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time in most cases for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. On the wing, Shumpert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position. Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
The Lakers shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And for Houston, they're shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs. Rivers kicks to Shumpert. And then Shumpert slams it in.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Chandler's shot, good.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Outside Shumpert. Floats one up. No good. Chandler with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Caruso, the pass to Muscala. That one misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here is House. Fires for 3. And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's House. Good D by Stevenson.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now here's Rivers. Here's Shumpert. The Lakers with the rebound. Stevenson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
But you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
Mark, you've always been a student of the game. You've seen a number of guys do a great job of changing styles as they've gotten older in the game.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. I think about Magic Johnson. I think about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Right.
You watch these guys, and there are a number of other guys, too. I mean, those come to mind pretty prominently. But again, it's about a concession to who you are for real, not who you used to be. And I love seeing guys play more on the ground when they were high flyers earlier. Loosens the seat.
Outside jumper. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Hartenstein. The Lakers with the rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hart. Here's Muscala. An easy 2 points on the layup. Just to Chandler. Some solid defense there by Nene. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here is House. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's Shumpert. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. JaVale McGee's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And a switch here also for Houston. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Rivers. Here's McGee. Hangs in the air. And there's the bucket as Stevenson finishes it off. Stevenson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside Gordon. Fires top of the key. No good off the back of the rim.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
You know, Clark, when you think about it, all fans really care about is winning, and that's hard to pull off when you're the only star on your team. We see it all over the league.
You know, basketball is not tennis or golf. It's a team game, and one man can't win a championship by himself. I mean, when you look at all the championship teams, they were championship teams, not driven by just one star player. And it's a blessing when you can play with other good players, and that's what all good players desire to do at some point in their career.
Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Rockets.
When Lance Stevenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there.
And Stevenson drops them both. The Rockets shooting for the game at 42%. Outside Gordon. On the wing, Shumpert. Fires the 3, and the basket by Gordon.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
The shot's good from McGee.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Nene has the open look. Can't hit from the elbow. And it's It's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Muscala finds Stevenson. Bank shot, no good. Here is House. Rondo with the steal. Stevenson passes to McGee. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Major dominance in it. Comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.